Stay with God. I saw Nigeria bursting at the seams with Christian religion. A wave of Christianity is going to go through Nigeria and the southern part of Africa, and it will be like a new awakening. Stay with God. This is the State of the Union address.
Tonight in our deep dive, President Trump setting his sights on Nigeria. In multiple social media posts, Trump accused Nigeria's government of allowing the killing of Christians and said the U.S. may, quote, go into the West African country and, quote, wipe out Islamic terrorists he says are responsible for horrible atrocities. He says that he's instructed the Pentagon to prepare for possible action. Meantime, Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says religious freedom and tolerance are core tenets of Nigeria's collective identity and will remain so. He also said his administration is committed to working with the U.S. government to protect communities of all faiths. For more on this, I'm joined by Atlantic staff writer Graham Wood, who has reported extensively in Nigeria. Graham, thank you so much for joining me here today. Now, Nigeria is nearly evenly split between Christians and Muslims. Is there any credibility to President Trump's claim that Christianity faces an existential threat there?
No, that would be news to the 100 million plus Christians who are living full and happy lives in Nigeria. But it is true that Boko Haram and other Islamist groups have created a hellish atmosphere for Christians and for Muslims who are under their territory. So the idea that Christians are persecuted, not false, but a lot of other people are too. The Boko Haram's a group that's part of the Islamic State, and if you remember from when the Islamic State was a going concern in Syria a couple of years ago, they were very, very, very harsh against fellow Muslims as well. So this is a very messy situation, and it certainly doesn't rise to the level of possibly extinguishing Christianity in Nigeria.
Now, in terms of that situation, Amnesty International calls the violence in Nigeria a humanitarian crisis. Do we know who's responsible and who the victims typically are?
Yeah, so this group Boko Haram has been around for 25 years or so, and it's gotten more ideological and quite violent over the years. Since 2009, when its leader was killed, they've started to, the group's name means books are forbidden. So like Western education is forbidden, which gives you a sense of the type of Sharia law that they would like to inflict on everyone. That group has been displacing millions of people in Nigeria. So when we're talking about the death toll, we're talking about people who have had to flee their homes and who have suffered from disease as well as direct violence from that group.